What's up, guys? It's good to see you again. I'm Sean Darty. I wanted to talk to you in the second video about sustainability. If you saw my previous one, I broke down some different points, and one of them was kind of grouped into sustainability and renewables. And right now, I really just wanted to focus on sustainability for this video. When I'm talking about sustainability, I guess let me break that word down. I'm talking about sustaining yourself, sustaining the local ecology and economy and the environment around us. So it's not just 10 years, it's not just 50 years, sustaining yourself. Next 100 years, so that it's not just us, it's not just this present generation, it's the next generation, it's the kids. It's our kids, it's their kids. Our sustainability here in Montana. Sustainable living for us here in Montana. And hopefully through leading an example and through leading by being the best that we can be, we can only hope the rest of the world follows in that, or the rest of the states follow in that. And so then when we're talking about sustainability in ecology, we're talking about sustainability in the trees, the minerals underneath us, the water which provides us with life, this whole balance in things. You know, when the minerals underneath us, we continually go for all these minerals underneath us. We have that at our disposal, and we can potentially keep mining for that and keep trying to find it all over the place. But if we can sustain ourselves, so talking about like recyclables, when you recycle something and you recycle that material, that metal, then you don't need that service sector to have to go find more of that metal. You don't need to mine it up as much. Instead, what you're doing is you're reusing that same material. You don't have to burden the service sector with that much labor. You can ease the burden of them by recycling. And through that, you are creating a more sustainable future for tomorrow, because you didn't have to use as much supplies today. You weren't as wasteful. I want to also talk about keeping the balance in the things that we like here in Montana, the life that we love here in Montana, and the life that we're striving for. When we talk about some of the activities, talking about some of the activities that I know that we love around here is fishing, hunting. I know there's a lot of hunters here in Montana. There's a lot of fishermen here in Montana. And I know that there's a lot of people that enjoy camping and enjoying the local wildlife and ecology around here in Montana. And in that comes a level of responsibility. Responsibility in the sustainability of that local ecology and ecosystem around us. We love to hunt and we love to fish. There's a certain responsibility that comes behind that. We need to I really want to focus on maintaining a balance of the local ecology around us and preserving what we enjoy too. You know, we can't just continually consume everything around us. We have to maintain sustainability in that. And I think I honestly don't really want to touch on this too much. I think Montana's done a very good job in keeping a balance in the ecology around here and the environment and the ecosystem. We've done a pretty good job. I think that we could probably give it a little bit more love, but otherwise, we're doing good. Keeping that balance is going to be important. Pollutants, and I think pollutants are going to be a big one. Pollutants when it comes to water is going to be big. Water is one of the main things that sustains life around here. Whether it be us and our consumption of our water sources, our rivers and lakes, when we're fishing, are the fish healthy? Are we consuming healthy fish because of the local water system isn't filled with pollutants? You know, that's kind of a big thing there too. And so not only that, but we're going to be consuming this water too. And so when we're doing this, is it clean water? Is it coming from a good source? Are we going to be polluting as there going to be mineral dumps? And so in that comes sustaining our water supply here in Montana. Sustaining water in this world is going to be really important. But locally, water here in Montana, that's going to be a big one. Economy sustainability, when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about the workers, the farmers, the supplies the supplies in which they utilize. So supplies is in the metals, the materials, the tools. Recycle, like I was saying earlier, recycling of materials is going to be awesome. And not just recycling of materials, but the recycling of food. Now, when I say recycling of food, I mean the ability to take food waste and utilize it in today's society so that we don't have wasted food. When you have somebody that's able to get food that was just about to be expired or is officially expired for a sell date, you can send it into a food donation center, and they can hand it out. And those food donation centers, in that case, when you have somebody that's able to eat that meal wasn't wasted. They're able to eat that meal, and so therefore, because they were able to eat that meal that was originally going to be thrown away, they didn't have to eat something else. And because they didn't have to eat that something else, that farmer, that agricultural industry did not have to produce that much more. And so the more we can really focus on sustainable food supply, and ensuring that we can utilize all the food at our disposal. No more food waste. Food waste is absolutely terrible. We don't have to have it. We can have a little bit of food waste. You finish eating and you have like a quarter of your meal left. Okay, you're a little too full. Maybe next time, you'll eat a little smaller meal. Maybe your little appetite was a little more than you can handle. But food waste in general, when it comes to grocery stores, and they just can't sell their product, and it kind of comes to the expiration, let's create some programs to go pick up that food and drop it off at certain places. They can hand it out, whether it be local food donation centers or churches or religious centers or just individual communities that have come together to help spread the food out, whatever it may be. We should support that so that we don't have food waste. Housing sustainability, that's kind of a topic that is a little bit more on the broader spectrum and doesn't need to be necessarily too focused on, but definitely needs to be addressed. Housing sustainability as land dwindles and population grows. How do we create a sustainable housing situation when you have urban sprawl? When you have the land starts going down, but you need more agricultural space to feed the people, but there's more people, so you have more need for room for housing. So how are we going to create a sustainable environment for that? How are we going to start focusing on that? And that's definitely a really big question, but something to start tossing around in our minds. I've come to the 8-minute marker. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble on about this stuff. I really wanted to utilize these videos to kind of break down what I'm really going for and bring up these topics. And these are all pretty broad in a sense. And if you have any questions, I will always offer an open ear. I will always want you to talk to me about it and ask questions. Communication is really key in these. If you think that something can be done even better, or if you think that there's something that's really important, please talk to me about it. Leave me a message, comment on it. Find some way to communicate to me about it. Communication is really key. Making a connection, a bridge in communication between people. And when I'm talking about sustainability, I already know there's a lot of people that agree with me on this. And so if you agree on a sustainable future for not just today, but for tomorrow, for the future, a sustainable future for here in Montana so that we can love the life that we're living and continue living that in a sustainable manner, I really enjoy you to, I would really enjoy if you would reach out to me, if you would communicate, if you would leave a comment and open the discussion so that you can even bring up more topics, so that you can bring in an even more refined view to this. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate you guys spending the time to listen to this. If you liked it, go ahead and share. Send to your friends, talk about it, discuss viewpoints. And until then, I really look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thank you.